Hi everyone, welcome back. We're going to be cooking with the Caputo Cuoco for 72 hours on this one. So what we'll need is a 1 kilogram of flour. I'm going to add that to 600 grams of water using 2 grams of yeast, and then we're going to give that a good mix. So once that's mixed in, we then need to mix in the flour gradually, and with a fork we need to stir it around, and this just helps to get rid of all the lumps, especially if you're not going to be using a mixer. So if you gradually add it in, it does make it so when you come to mix and knead, there isn't as many lumps in the actual bulk mix. So what you'll see now is I've swapped out for a spatula, and this is because this flour is really strong, and it does become a little bit more difficult using the fork. So now I'm going to add the rest of the flour to the bulk mix by hand, so I'm not going to be using the spatula or anything. And again, this is because it's quite a strong flour, and it just makes life a hell of a lot easier rather than mixing with a spatula or a fork. So it will take a bit of time to do this. It takes about 5 minutes, but obviously we're not going to show you the whole 5 minutes. I'm going to edit quite a lot of this out. But it will take the rest of the flour, and you just got to mix, knead, and roll the bulk ball around, and it will pick up all that flour. You just got to be persistent. So what you see now is the last part of the 1 kilogram of flour that we're just trying to make sure it picks up all that flour, gets all incorporated into the mix. So once it's done that, we then need to start to really knead and build the gluten up in the bulk ball. So I did this for about 10 minutes, and once it's done, you need to bring it into a bit of a ball, and what you'll see here is nice and smooth, not too many lumps or any bumps in there, lovely and smooth. So after that, we then need to cover it for an hour. Hey presto, after an hour, look at that. So now it's very soft, the gluten's built up quite a lot, and it's time to add in some salt. So I used 20 grams of salt, and I just mixed it all in nice and gradually, rolling and kneading at the same time. So I kneaded for about 5 minutes once all the salt was in, and that's just to make sure that it's evenly distributed throughout. And it really is lovely and soft. I'm sure this is going to make a fantastic pizza, and you can just tell when you're handling the dough what the pizzas are going to turn out before you even start cooking them. So this is about ready now, just making sure that it's nice and smooth. Start to form it into a nice tight ball, and then what I'm going to do next, as you can see here, it's lovely and smooth. It's even smoother than the last time, so we've got even more lumps out of there. So the next bit is we're going to put it into a mixing bowl. It's got a bit of flour around it, and then we're going to cover that and rest for 2 hours. 2 hours done, you need to put it in the fridge for 63 hours. So after the 63 hours, take that out, and you'll look at all that gluten, all them strands. Really nice. Just pull that out a little bit more for you so you can see. Look at that. Really good. And it comes out of the bowl really clean as well. So, as I said before, you can tell this is going to be some good pizza. So, bowl time. So, we'll make a cut, and these are going to be about 230 grams a piece. And again, it was just not sticky at all. It's a slightly lower hydration than we normally would use. We will do a high hydration video using this flour. So just using the cupping method there to create the ball and make it nice and smooth. So pop that in the box, and we'll put that to one side. We need to leave these for about 6 hours now in the pizza boxes. So fire up the oven, let's get to about 400. As demonstrated in the previous videos, 400 doesn't always mean 400. So here this showing about 500 or so, high in 400s towards the middle. So it's just demonstrating that we really need to make sure that we turn down the flame in the pizza oven and make sure that that heat is evenly distributed in the pizza stone. So here you go, after 10 minutes, what you'll see is a bit of a drop now. It's about a 30 or 40 degree difference, and that difference is that if you have it too high, it will burn your pizza base. So pizza time now. So it's the usual ingredients: ham, pepperoni, sun-dried tomatoes, jalapenos. So you'll notice straight away it comes out nice and easy out of the pizza boxes, and we're going to put it on to some semolina flour. It's just so soft, the pizza ball. So just using your fingers, pushing out to start to form the pizza base. If you like a puffy crust, just try and avoid touching the edges because that'll knock the air out. So just stretching this, going to start stretching this out now. Important to start to make sure that you've not got as much flour on the pizza base now, because that can give a bit of a burnt taste once it goes in the oven. So really stretching that out now with my hands over the knuckles, and in a second we'll start to look at using the steering wheel method. So it is a really strong flour, this. It's not tearing at all. There you go, using the steering wheel, just letting gravity pull out the pizza base, and there you go, that's a nice formed pizza, about 10-inch pizza there. In with the tomato sauce. Today I am using Lloyd Grossman's pizza tomato sauce. It's very nice, so if you're in the UK, give it a try. It's really good stuff. So on with the grated mozzarella, and we'll start to put on some sun-dried tomatoes and the buffalo mozzarella. And you may have also noticed as well, I'm sporting a fantastic apron that was a gift from my brother Dan Smith, so thank you very much for that. He reckons I'm king of the pizza oven, so thank you very much for that gift, it's lovely. So on with a bit more of the meat, ham, pepperoni. Let's put it in the oven, just a quick reshape on the pizza peel before we do, just to make sure it stretches out a bit more, and into the oven. So once it's in the oven and settled in, what we're looking for is the back edge to start rising up. And once it starts rising up, it's time for a turn. And we need to turn it the full 180. So what was at the front is now at the back. And then turn so the sides of the pizza start to be evenly cooked nearest the flame. Again, it was a lovely pizza, it didn't stick, no sticking to the base, no cracking or splitting base, and look at that, looks fantastic. Let's get it on the chopping board. How crispy is this? Okay, let's cut it up, let's have a look inside. Again, lovely and crispy. So once it's opened up, you see lots of air in that crust. Let's go around the pizza and have a bit look at some other parts. Again, nice and consistent, plenty of air in there. Absolutely fantastic, and it tasted brilliant. It absolutely was amazing. So there it is again, in all its glory. So some people have asked me to look underneath. There you go, that's underneath the pizza. So the Caputo Cuoco is a really good pizza if you're looking for that long ferment. It tasted amazing, this. So if you like what you see, as always, give us a subscribe. Please like the video, and we'll see you on the next edition. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.